Are you tired of losing focus with digital productivity apps? So in this video, I'm going to show you how switching to a paper planner can supercharge your focus and help you be more productive for what matters to you. Are you ready to reclaim your time and finally achieve those important goals? Well, let's dive into why paper planning is making a major comeback. The biggest thing that using a paper planner does is it improves your memory. Physically writing down tasks helps you remember them much better. There's a 2021 study, it's research from the University of Tokyo in Japan, and it showed that the physical act of writing down information, it ingrains that information deeper into your memory, much more so than like typing on a device. In fact, writing by hand increases brain activity and your ability to recall tasks over taking notes on like a tablet or a smartphone. Paper is better. Because think about it, when you're using your phone or a digital device, it's just a shallower level of processing. It's the same freaking device that you're scrolling on TikTok on and getting a bunch of text messages and distractions. It's just not as effective as using a paper planner. Even a digital calendar, rigorously keep it updated every day and you're always using that as your primary source, it is not the same as a paper planner, an old-fashioned paper planner. Because we just don't engage with the information as deeply. I know that study is like in the context of an academic environment, but how much more important than just your biology class in college is your own daily priorities. That's why using a paper planner, notice the theme here, there's a paper planner is just much more effective. Because paper planning, it just helps you focus. I know for me, like when I use digital apps, it often leads to me being distracted, getting all those notifications, emails, social media. Like I will literally, I don't know if you've ever done this, I certainly have. You'll literally, you'll pick up your phone, right? And I'm going to check for this specific email, or I'm going to look at this calendar appointment. And literally as you open your iPhone, you just like happen to click on the Instagram app and it's been 5 minutes of you scrolling through Reels just by habit. So with paper, you're going to avoid those distractions and give your brain the necessary screen break, which just allows for better decision-making and focus throughout your day. This is where I know you're going to say this. I know because you guys hear me nerd out on full focus planners all the time, and I love them. And I've seen this a few times. It's like, but it's heavy, and I get that. It's like not convenient to carry around a planner in addition to your phone and maybe a laptop or whatever else you have. But in some ways, that's the point. It's you physically carrying the thing that you're using to write down your own priorities, your own daily commitments. You carrying a physical planner is you physically like telling your body like your own commitment to stick to your priorities, the ones that you've physically written down. Which takes us to part 2. Because that's the other thing that paper planning does, is it actually enhances your ability to prioritize what's important to you. Because when you take a to-do list and you're actually handwriting it, it forces you to commit to each task. And spoiler alert, there's like an actual limitation on the amount of room you have to write tasks. You can't write 37 tasks on one page of a daily planner. You have to actually prioritize. And like the full focus planners, they have your daily big 3. It's 3 tasks that are important for you to do that are your personal priority. And this is in stark contrast to a lot of the digital to-do list apps. I used to use Todoist. I'm a big fan of Asana. There's a lot of project management apps. Like they're very convenient for organizing large projects over a long period of time, but for like keeping you true and honest on your own personal priorities every day, paper is the way to go. Because like when you go to the next day and you look back on the tasks that you wrote down, like just the act of like rewriting it is like, is this really important to me? Or is this something that I should delegate? Is this something that's holding me back? Like this physical process of writing and reviewing your to-do list, it makes you much more aware of how you're spending your time and what actually matters to you in your day-to-day life. By the way, if you're ready to take control of your own priorities, and that's a lot of what we're talking about in this video, if you're ready to, focus on what actually really matters to you, I have one thing to say to you, and that is it is time to blow up your Death Star. I'm sorry, Star Wars guy, I have to do the Star Wars nerd. I want to invite you to my very first online workshop. It's all about aligning your personal values and setting boundaries and defining one powerful goal, your Death Star, that can transform your life because it will align your actual life, your day-to-day life, with your ideal life, with your greatest purpose. It's your Death Star. Just like a paper planner helps you stay on track on the day-to-day, this whole workshop, the idea of it is to give you the tools to cut through the distractions and to actually focus on your biggest mission. So I want you to sign up for Find Your Death Star. The waiting list is open. It is the first link in the description below. All right, part 3, it's all about goals, because the other thing that paper planning does is it actually helps you with your own goal achievement. So Columbia Business School in 2022 did a study, and it showed that paper planners create a much more detailed and cohesive plans for your day and lead to much higher success rates on actually getting done what you plan to do during the day. You know, paper planners in the study completed 53% of their plans compared to 33% for digital users. And it gets back to what we're talking about, like writing by hand. It lets you visualize how tasks and events in your calendar actually interact, and it helps you plan ahead and make better decisions about your own schedule. Here's a hack. I use this on the Full Focus Planner. It's in most planners. If you have any kind of daily hour by hour schedule in your planner, like I literally at the beginning of the day ink in my main commitments for the day that I don't want to move. So unlike a Google Calendar or something where I'm like, oh, I'll bump this up or down to the things that are important, I will literally sketch in and outline the hour that I want to work out in my planner. And that act of like physically writing it in, it helps you just make better decisions about your overall schedule and help you not overcommit. It also helps you track your progress, which is a lot more motivational. I really like in paper planners, especially if you have like a habit goal or something like that Full Focus does. You can literally have a daily streak, and there's certainly digital apps that do this, but I find it a lot more fun in my Full Focus Planner to like literally check off every day of the week that I hit my workout goal, and I can kind of track my streak, so that I can follow along and see like how long I can keep a streak going for one of my most important habit goals, just as an example. It makes it easier to reflect. It makes it easier to improve your life, align your life with what's important to you, and it's just easier to stay motivated when you're physically carrying a planner with you every day and writing down the things that are most important to you. So, hey, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I have tons of videos here on the channel about Full Focus, how to use the Full Focus planners, productivity, but that's really the deal here. Is like there's a ton of productivity advice on YouTube. I'm a giant productivity nerd. I spent years watching Ali Abdaal, Matt D'Avella. Like, I love this stuff, but it took me a long time to really start doing the tough work of actually defining my own values and priorities so that all of these productivity hacks could actually be implemented in a way that's towards my own values and priorities instead of someone else's. So again, find your Death Star. Link is in the description below. And until next time, may the Force be with you. Always. It's a trap.